Hey, amazing people. I'm Lakshya, and welcome to Voices Unheard, a very special podcast where we talk about the stories that matter but often go unheard. Let me begin by asking you a tough but real question. When the war ends, who helps the children, like the child soldiers, rebuild their lives? Today, we're diving into a perspective we rarely hear child life after being a child soldier. What happens to these children when the guns go silent? And to guide us through this emotional but yet powerful journey, we have a very special guest with us, Ms.Farha, the brilliant and compassionate English facilitator at British Middle School 21K. He's someone who not only teaches the art of words and poetry, but also inspires us to reflect deeply on the real world among us. So, welcome, Ms. Farha. We're absolutely honored to have you here today. To have you here today.
Thank you, Lakshya. I'm so happy to be a part of this powerful conversation. Child soldiers are usually spoken about only during the violence. But today we're discussing something even more haunting and necessary: their life after war. Rehabilitation, trauma, identity, so much of it is left unsaid.
Exactly. Many of us hear the phrase child soldier and imagine it's the battlefield. But rarely do we ask, how does a child even begin to feel normal again? Some end up in refugee camps, others are rejected by their own families, and mostly they face mental health battles that last for life. Ms. Farha, from your experience with working with young learners, what do you think it takes for a child to rebuild trust after such a deep betrayal?
That's a very powerful question, Zainab. Trust for a child is built on safety, and child soldiers lose that sense early. Rebuilding it requires stable environments, education, counseling, and above all, a community that accepts them instead of labeling them. It's not easy, but with the right support system, healing is possible.
I read about a program in Uganda where former child soldiers create art to express what they can't say. It's part of the therapy. Do you think creative expression like writing, painting, or poetry helps them regain a sense of self?
Absolutely, Aditi, I do agree. Expression is everything when language fails. These children have seen things that no one should ever witness. Giving them tools to tell their story, even through metaphors or paint, is a way to release trauma and reclaim identity.
That is so moving. I totally agree, ma'am. But I honestly feel like our generation needs to amplify these voices, not just speak for them, but be with them too. We're also running a volunteer creative campaign to raise awareness through poems, poetry, posters, short videos, kind words, and so much more. Each one to every hobby watching, all dedicated to the children affected by the armed conflicts. We hope to publish and tag UNICEF and volunteer among with them to show that students like us do care and want change. We're collecting submissions until August 1st. So anybody listening, the shortest kind words can be too filled. So check out the Padlet link and let's make change, not just watch them.
Yes, this isn't just about learning, it's about doing. And before we close, Ms. Farha, if there was one message you wish every learner would carry forward about child soldiers, especially after the war ends, what would it be?
My message would be that they are not just victims, they are survivors. They don't need our pity, they need our support. Education, acceptance, love, these are the tools we can use to give them back their childhood.
Powerful words. I'm feeling inspired, and I hope our listeners too. This issue might be heavy, but it's real and deserves attention.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much, Ms. Farah, for joining us today and sharing such heartfelt insights. We truly love it. And to everyone listening, your creativity matters. Your voice matters. Let's use it to speak for those whose voices have been taken away for too long and can't do anything now. Until next time, this is Lakshya signing off with hope, action, and purpose. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.